Hola a todos. Bienvenido a esta serie de videos. Hashtag Spanglish con Shiva. Y soy Shiva. Soy un chica de la India. Hashtag Spanglish con Shiva. I'm fluent in Hindi, English, and I'm still in the process of learning Spanish. Me encanta mucho los idiomas. I love languages, and here I'm today here to share my love of languages with you. So on this channel, what you can expect or what you can learn is the beginner Spanish. So we are going to be targeting into beginner Spanish. Now let's talk about what is the strategy, how we are going to learn the beginner Spanish. So we are going to learn Spanish step by step. The studies shows that the various portions of our brain are responsible for various functions. The various centers, for example, one is responsible for speech recognition, another is responsible for recognition of pattern, some another is again responsible for mimicking the voice, and so on and so forth. Our brain actually put all these centers together and make sense of everything, and that's how we acquire languages, right? So our brain literally put up the puzzle pieces together and complete the picture. So how we are gonna move forward from here is that we are gonna acquire the language bit by bit. We are gonna acquire each puzzle pieces, and then in the later part or in the later part of the videos or later series of the videos, it's gonna make more sense. But for now, let us see what is the approach we are gonna take in order to learn Spanish. So, vamos. Just like a kid or just like a baby, for example, if you are learning English and you go to a class, on the first day of the class, your teacher does not start to communicate in very complicated, grammatically, structurally complicated sentences in English, right? What do you first learn? You first learn how to spell numbers like 1, 2, 3, how to write them. ONE1, TWO2, THREE3, and so on and so forth, right? Then you also learn how to say the name of animals. For example, it's a cat. In Spanish, un gato negro. A black cat. That's an apple. In Spanish, manzana roja. Red apple. What about this one? This is an interesting one. Remember the Wednesday Addams? Yes, I'm talking about that Netflix series. So it's the thing. So thing is literally pronounced as cosa in Spanish. And what this actually is, this is a hand. So hand is mano in Spanish. Do not get confused it with mono. Mono is monkey in Spanish. We'll talk about more vocabulary in later episodes. This is a sunglass. Lentas de sol. Sol is sun. How we're going to say the moon? Luna, right? Then we will talk about how to los letras. The letters in Spanish are slightly different from that in English. Some of the letters do not exist in English. For example, this letter, ñ, N with a tilde on the top of it, ñ, does not exist in English. But we have this in Spanish. In Spanish, we also have that some of the syllables are stressed. For example, we have this a or a. This dash on the top represents that it is stressed. You have to stress while speaking it. So it is a very expressive language in which we stress on certain syllables and do not stress on certain another. We will talk about it more in later episodes. Now, what is going to be our step 2? For example, if a kid is acquiring a language, the kid does not form complete sentences. Rather, a kid starts to communicate in phrases. For example, give me that. No, I don't want it. So that's how a kid communicates, right? So we are going to learn small phrases in Spanish. Here are some of the examples. Hola, hi. Me gusta, I like. Spanish people, they tend to use this a lot. Me gusta mucha, me encanta if you love it. Perdón, pardon in English. Sí or no, yes or no. Ayuda, this one is important. If you want to ask for help, ayuda or ayudarme, por favor. Help me, please. Por favor, please. Ciao. Bye. No tengo. I don't have. ¿Por qué? For what? Why? And vamos. Let's go. And then how you're gonna say that you don't speak Spanish in Spanish. No habla español. Right? And then we have this one. Most of us have gone through this phase of heartbreak where we say that no te quiero ver más, I don't want to see you anymore. So these are the kind of phrases which we use a lot in our day-to-day life, not this one particularly, but the rest of them. Yes. So we are going to learn the phrases, small phrases. We will develop bit by bit, and later we will learn how to say sentences in Spanish. So the next step would be to understand and learn easy conversation. For example, you are meeting up with one of your friends. So your friend will might ask, Hola amiga. Hello friend. Amiga is for a woman and amigo is for a man. So we have this distinction, masculine and feminine. We will talk about it, don't worry. Hola amiga. Hola amigo. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Estoy bien. ¿Y tú? I'm good. What about you? Sí. Bien también. I'm also good. Then, for example, you are striking a very interesting conversation. In between, one of you have to go to the bathroom. Now, how you're going to ask it with a person in the hotel or in the restaurant? You will ask, where is the bathroom? ¿Dónde está el baño? So, this might happen. You need this short phrase. Then you also need to know how to say or understand the directions in Spanish. So, derecha or izquierda, right or left, del norte or del sur, north or south. So these are some of the things which you can expect to learn in this entire series, the basic and beginner Spanish. Now, during this process, it might also happen that all of the language which you already have might jumbled up, and when you start to translate one language into another, it might come out something like that. Ese momento, when you start to pensar, so ese, this is wrong again, este. Ese momento, in this moment, when you start to pensar, think, and those idiomas in two languages at the same tiempo, at the same time. So this is first of all grammatically incorrect, and it is incorrect in every possible way. So this is neither Spanish nor English, doesn't make any sense. So you might end up like this, but that's okay. That should not discourage you from learning it. It's a very beautiful and very expressive language. So the key here is not to give up. Be consistent. Even if you will watch one episode, let's say for 5 or 10 minutes every day at a time. So be consistent and don't shy away from making mistakes. Make mistakes. That's how you're going to learn. So, my friend, that's the key. Be consistent and be open to make more mistakes. That's how our approach is going to be when we talk about learning Spanish. So this is all you can expect from this channel. Now, muchas gracias por ver este video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos like that. It means the world to me. Now, if you are still here till the end, I have a pro tip for you. If you already have an intermediate level or let's say beginner level in the Spanish, there are very good channels available on the YouTube from which you can refer to in order to, make your Spanish better. So I will give you 3 recommendations today. One is Dreaming Spanish. Second one here is My Daily Spanish. And third is Spanish After Hours. I find these channels personally very useful, very helpful for me. I'm learning from them a great deal. So, by the way, they haven't paid me for this ad, but I'm open for collaboration anyways. So, see you next time. Ciao. Nos vemos pronto.